Oh, all right. What's up, Dragon Brew? Today, we are in the trenches. We are trying something classic that people love to play, mono black aggro. Now, don't know how this is going to turn out, but I think it should be a lot of fun for everybody. And there's some sweet new cards out of new Capenna that really do give this deck at least a chance. So let's hop in there and see what the hell happens when we just try to barrel our way through with mono black aggro. If you're looking for awesome protective gear for your cards, be sure to check out shop.ultrapro.com/PowrDragn and use promo code PowrDragn to save 5%. And that's on everything on the site, including this month's Ocean Blue collection or anything else you decide to pick up. Alright, looking over this list, I realized I put a few different versions of this together, so it's possible in the edit the first like 2 or 3 games might have a slightly different version of this, because I think I had one that had whatever the invoke whatever in here, so possibly, but the rest of the deck is mostly the same. But then after that, you shouldn't be any different. I don't know, we'll see in the edits. I just remember at some point I had a different version, but regardless, this is what we have right now. So we got 4 Blood Chief's Thirst. I was getting ahead of myself here. 2 Okiba Reckoner Raid, and this is actually really cool because you get to drain your opponent twice just from it being there, and it's basically direct damage for this deck that you don't have a lot of. So I do like this being in here, and it becomes a menace creature, which you'll see in this list. We have a few things with menace, which is actually pretty nice for an aggro deck. 4 Shambling Ghast, and this is one I'm kind of debating on if this needs to be the 1 drop of choice. Should we be playing a 2 power thing here? I don't really know. Should we even just be playing more Okiba Reckoner Raid? Like, that's another reasonable question to ask. But we're going to go with it for now, see what happens. 3 Blade of the Oni. Again, another creature with menace, but it can turn something into a 5/5 with menace that's also very good. Then we have 4 Deadly Disputes, 2 Infernal Grasp. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I want to back up for a second. On the Blade of the Oni, remember that whenever you reconfigure onto something, you actually get to keep this creature if the board gets swept. And that's one of the reasons I do like having a couple of these in these kind of low-to-the-ground aggro decks, because it gives you a chance to save an attacker, which can actually be pretty substantial. But anyway, back to the list. We're 4 Deadly Dispute, 2 Infernal Grass, 4 Tenacious Underdog. This is one of the new cards that we really like. Again, giving yourself some protection against those Meat Hook Massacres, the Doom Scars, so you can just keep playing this out of the yard, get in 3 points of damage, and draw other cards. That's the other big thing. Because of the Blitz ability, you do get to draw cards whenever it dies at the end of turn. Then we have 2 Graveyard Trespasser. Maybe there should be 3 of these. This has been very, very useful. So we'll see at the end of the video. We can talk about it. But yeah, at least 2 are on the list now. 3 Nighthawk Scavenger. This is kind of just a way to gain life or whatever, but also a little bit of a nod to if you're on the ladder right now, people are trying to play Giada and play Angels, so giving you some other flyers to block with, it's a little bit of something. Not a bunch, but it's kind of a nod in that direction. Now, another new card we want to play is Shakedown Heavy. This 3 mana, 6/4 with Menace. Whenever you attack, they can have you draw a card instead of taking the damage, which we don't actually mind that. I mean, it seems like, why would you play this in an aggro deck? But here's the thing, if they're giving us more cards, that's great. We have an opportunity to recover, to find more of our creature lands, to find more kill spells. Like, we don't mind having that at all. The other thing is, especially against other aggro decks, is like, okay, great. Now I have a 6/4 to block with, and you gave me a card. That's not the worst thing in the world. So I think we're gonna end up enjoying this card a lot. And then we do have Body Launderer. This is actually really cool. It's another card that pseudo protects you from sweepers. So when sweepers happen, you're going to get to connive anyway for the other stuff that dies. But then you get to return something from the graveyard that has power less than or equal to Body Launderer's power when it died. Now, the funny thing here is that doesn't actually work whenever there's a Meat Hook Massacre because, well, you get minuses, so he has no power. But if it dies any other way in combat or whatever, pretty sweet. And that does mean you can get back like Nighthawk Scavenger. Sometimes, well, actually, you can even get a Trespasser because it's a 3/3 in the yard, but if it's night, it comes into play as a 4/4. Some stuff like that that's actually really, really good. So hopefully it works out the way we want. And it does have Death Touch. So against mono green or something like that, it's a sizable body to just block with and kill something. And then we're playing 1 Hagra Mauling just for a little extra removal and cheat on land just a touch. Then a couple of Lol Spider Queen. And I know we're playing an aggro deck, but there's a lot of times where just the game goes a little bit long. Maybe you need a couple of flyers again, or blockers for the Angels. There's a few different reasons Loth actually is okay in here. And it does have some synergy with stuff like Trespasser. It dies, puts another trigger, another counter on Loth. So there's little stuff like that going on. Same thing with like your Deadly Disputes and stuff. So we don't really hate any of that. And then, of course, because we're playing black and I can't help myself and nobody really can, nor should you, we are playing 2 Meathook Massacres. Is what it is. Lands are simple: 4 Hive of the Eye Tyrant, 16 Swamp, 1 Takenuma, 2 Crawling Barrens. And yes, it's not a mistake, this is 61 of 60, mostly because I couldn't decide what I wanted to cut, so I'm going to leave that to you. If there's something you don't like, feel free to pull something out, but we're playing our games at 61 cards. Sue me. Anyway, we're going to play the games like always, y'all know the drill. At the end of the games, we're going to do a wrap-up, talk about what we liked, didn't like, what cards we would change, and then we'll have a card spotlight for you as usual. So, catch you on the other side. I don't feel like this does too much, but we're going to keep it and just see what the heck happens. I feel like this almost has us playing more of a control role than an actual aggro role with this hand, which is not really what we're aiming for. I mean, maybe the opponent plays something tapped here, and there's a chance. Nope, does not look like that's going to happen. And there was no Fading Hope, so that's something positive. Not to say that Underdog's not dead. Oh, they found a Fading Hope. Okay, fair enough. Alright, well, we don't hate that. Let's go ahead and play this. We do need to find some other creatures, though. We're not going to be able to beat the opponent with just a single Underdog. I mean, I guess we could in a world where they don't do anything, but that's not very likely. Sure, yet another Fading Hope. I guess on the plus side, they're using them all now. Alright, let's go heavy. And pass. I mean, this is harder for them to shoot and kill, which is the good news. Because if this is like deal 2 damage to whatever, it's like... Now, it could also just be a Demon Bolt and just take out the heavy. And if it is, it is. There's nothing we're going to do about that. Alright. They just iterationed for nothing. Weird. Okay. Okay, this looks like a more aggressive hand. Let's keep this one. Let's go with this. And we're just doing this to get in the max damage we can. You know, just play Underdog next turn. See if we can get into some situation with Shambling Gas and whatnot the following turn. And then by the time they deal with this, this will still be a 2/2, so that's something. Oh, Thalia, how we hate thee. Okay, well, I guess we just do this now. No attacks. And then we force the opponent to remove something. Ah, black mana in the aggro deck. What is this going to mean? Sure. Yes, please? I mean... Alright. Sure. I'm not sure how beneficial that was for them or us, but it's a thing that happened. Adeline. Alright, we're gonna Hagra Mauling that Adeline before any tokens happen. My guess is they have another. Oh, but that's okay. We got this.
You could have such power. Do
Okay.
what I demand.
That's no good. Hand an Usher, just for sport, I guess. Well, what do we do now? I guess we draw a card. Ooh, that's nifty.
Lives.
All right, we pass. Luminarch Aspirin, sure. Redain. Okay. Not totally sure what our plan is here. But we gotta do something, right? I was gonna say, if you attack him, just block him with the token. That would have been silly. Let's sack the token, though. That's gonna put a counter back on Lolth.
My will cannot be denied.
Oh, no. I was like, tenacious underdogs. That's not what we wanted to see. Okay, well. This can kill Redain. They can put that on a thing. We can block. Let's go ahead and draw a card here.
Oh yes.
Okay, backup Lolth's alright. We don't hate that. And then we go ahead and play an underdog. If we give up Lolth here, are we okay with that? I'll attack with one spider. Because even if they get an exile thing to allow them to kill Lolth, like it, well, if they get an exile thing, they're not putting the Maul on stuff. So if they cast a thing, they're not equipping Maul, basically, unless it's a 1-mana creature. Kaya. All right. Kaya's gonna get rid of Lolth.
And finish the job.
No.
Don't worry.
Kaya's not gonna get rid of Lolth. Do we just block with the underdog? I think that's the right answer. When it goes back to their hand, they get a 1/1, but like we can also attack and just.
Is for annihilation.
All right, here's what we're gonna do.
You got a dagger with your name on it.
And then we're gonna minus.
At least there is.
And then we're gonna play this. And then we're gonna minus.
Are you enraptured by my
And we're gonna play yet another underdog. And then next turn we're tagging with a whole lot of things. I mean, that's 10 damage of menace. Well, I guess it'll be less than 10 damage of menace now.
You'll be fine.
Yep.
Trust me.
Block? I mean, it doesn't have trample.
Aren't I generous?
Okay. Let's draw a card.
Go, my children.
Cute. 1, 2, 3, 4 for this. Because that'll result in another card anyway. Then we'll send this one here. And this whole pile of people here. Actually, 10, 11, 12, that's dumb. That's 16. What am I doing? All right. Let's keep it. See what we can do here. Let's go with this. Not sure there's a huge difference here, but, you know, maybe. And we'll attack. in the turn. We have all the removal cards. We're 1 mana short of casting a Lolth. However, our Shambling Gas could die somewhere along the way, I guess. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill this dude. Yes, we're sure. We'll discard a... God, do we discard an Oni? That feels kind of bad. Maybe we do, though. Wanted to hold on to the Blood Chiefs first in case there's Wandering Emperors and other things here. Could be a Sorin. Nope, it's just another Graveyard Trespasser. Okay, then. It is what it is. Well, that's something. I mean, I guess we'll just discard another Blood Chief Stars. Alright, tag for 1. Now they're probably going to get their Lolth before we get ours, sadly. Crippling Fear. Hey, that lets us play our Lolth. Nice. Like their choice. They chose Avatar. Very different.
Envy the strong.
All right.
A gift in exchange for loyalty.
I assume this Lolth's not going to make it through the turn. We haven't had to really play any removal cards, so... Yep. Not a surprise.
We will slay our enemies.
I mean, we're going to do it, but we know there's a meat hook coming. Do. Well, Crippling Fear, not a meat hook. Interesting. Alright. And no creature lands to speak of on our side, unfortunately. There is a heavy. I don't know if this is going to get us there or not. But it's a reasonable card to draw here. Guess a creature land wouldn't matter much, though. They have a Field of Ruin. Yep, there's the parade of removals. Alright, we're just going to give that one up. 3 underdogs, huh? Alright, let's see what this does. I imagine not a lot, but we'll see. Should have played that Hive of the High Tyrant. I got a little quick on the trigger there. That could probably give me another Tyrant here just to punish me. Would be absolutely correct, though. Alright, what do we got? Oh, we're definitely going to have to kill that. I was thinking we might do something else on this turn, but no deal. That is worth taking the 2 points. Now, admittedly, they play their Righteous Valkyrie here, and then we just do nothing the rest of the game, but... Okay, that's actually reasonable if we can draw land. That's not so bad. Get that out of the yard. Another Valkyrie? I'm gonna say, well, it is a Valkyrie, just not the one I thought they had. Alright, looks like we need a land, untap land, very quickly here. Ooh, they're gonna march that. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Well, I guess we attack. My graveyard. We have nothing in there. Alright, sure. Missing a land here is bad. This is real bad. We needed that land like nobody's business here. What do we do? I guess we just end the turn. I really want to, I mean, I wanted to kill the Youthful Valkyrie, but I think we still have to kill the Righteous Valkyrie. I think the life gain's more important than them just having one big body. Oh, well, they got what they needed anyway. Probably a Legion Angel. No. Huh. Oh, is this maybe? This could be a Wandering Emperor. No? Oh, Valor Stance. Okay, that's cool. Oh, that's what they're doing. Well, now I get why they were being over-aggressive. Let's get rid of that. And my graveyard. Let's get rid of this. Okay, then. We learned a thing. All right, they're still coming for us. Wow. They are not pumping the brakes even for a second. Do we Body Launderer here instead of doing that? I think we do. Oh, they don't have the answer. I thought maybe they had another Valor Stance. Oh, this must be the... Nope, it's an Iganjo. Fair enough. We get to grow the Body Launderer, so that's fine. Cost the opponent their last card. We still got to hang on to removal, which is also good. So if they do find a red land here, we only get hit with it once. I say only, I mean, it's still going to hurt. I guess we get back Graveyard Trespasser. Get rid of an Angel Fire. The new cards are coming through here, though. Okay, let's finally get rid of this. Attack for 7. Drain 2 creatures, 1 from them, 1 from us. Body Launderer. And now we have a haste creature we could get back. Whew. That game definitely went some kind of way. Oh my gosh, we can't keep that. We really can't keep that either. Alright, we will reluctantly keep this. But this is pretty bad too. Yeah, we did find some land though, which could help. Oh boy. Well, this is going to be pretty good for them because Tasha's Hideous Laughter is going to be great against us. Well, unfortunately, we found that, though it does slow us down for what we want to do. But regardless, point still stands. Tasha's Hideous Laughter is going to get like 20 cards or something. Revitalize, game 3, draw a card. Okay, that buys us a little bit of time. Not too bad. I mean, I'm not going to be too upset at getting to take time to race a mill deck. Interesting that it's a black-white mill deck. We're going to get to deal 5 either way, so let's just go ahead and do this now. So if that is a sweeper in the form of a Doomscar, we still get a 3-1 hanging out afterwards. Stormcaller. Alright, that's a body that can't block. So get in for 5 more. I mean, they both had Menace anyway, so it's not like the biggest deal, but still. Alright, we'll pump this. We will decline to turn it into a creature. Neat, but we have no need to play that right now. Opponent goes to 7, and if that is a Doomscar, that should be game. Because we could make this a 4. It'll be a 6 on our turn. Alright. Decline. Okay. This is interesting, as now, if that is... what could that be? I mean, I guess if it's... yeah, I guess we still do it. I was thinking if it's a Wandering Emperor, we just let them do their thing. Yeah, exactly. I mean, what else were we going to do?
Run away. You'll be safer.
Man, you don't know how bad I wanted to draw a removal card there. I wanted to so badly. Alright, Doomscar still leaves us with the creature that can't be blocked. Crab will not be able to block something with Menace. Get to mill 2 cards. And we have another Hasty Duder just for sport. They do get to make 2 blockers. But look at that. We magically found a Meat Hook Massacre. So, yeah, we're just going to Meat Hook for 2. I guess for 3. Oh, no, because then we're only going to hit them for 1. Hold on. Gosh dang it. I only have 1 creature out now. Actually, can I play this and still Meat Hook for 2? I can. Okay, that's fine. Like, almost goofed that up, though. I mean, I guess technically I could have done it and then still blitz them, but whatever. Alright. Weird game. Nah, alright, we'll keep this. I don't know what I expect out of this. But it's as good as anything, I suppose. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to kill some Obnixilis somewhere along the way. That's usually how this goes. Alright. Blade of the Only going to die to one of 80 different things. Probably not if that's just a Doomscar. They're just going to take it here. Why waste removal? Oh, this is unfortunate, because if I play the Shambling Gas, I actually can't play my Deadly Dispute. That sucks. Alright. Tis what it is. I mean, I guess I could have just... Nah, I still would rather play Deadly Dispute. You're going to put 2 things in the yard. Is this like Reanimator? Maybe. It's the colors these days for reanimating. Yep, that's exactly what it looks like. Cool. Well, that's probably going to be game. Yepers. Alright. Yeah, we'll keep this. That seems more than reasonable. Get the raid going. Okay, well, we kind of got a slow and steady start here. And just pass. There's no way we're resolving this heavy, right? I mean, we'll try. I don't think there's any... Whoa, what? What? Oh, I genuinely did not think that was going to resolve. I thought there was going to be like a disruption or something there. Well, now we're just going to be taking a series of free cards because the opponent's definitely not going to be taking 6. Oh, this is an Angel deck? Oh, they're in a lot of trouble then. They're in a world of hurt. Let's just go ahead and get rid of that. And start handing me cards, opponent. Or just take 6. I'm fine with that too. I mean, 9's a lot. 9 is a big old number. And then voila. Yep. That checks. Sure. We'll attack with these two. Since one of those has Menace. Actually, they both have Menace, technically. Ooh, and a Meat Hook Masker just for extra insurance. We'll play another Menace thing. And then we'll play this. Which will allow us to turn our 1/1 into a real Menace thing next turn. Yep, that's going to do. Wow. This is probably bad. I'm pretty sure 3 Shambling Gas is not a hand you want to keep. But we're going to do it anyway. Pretty sure this is bad news for us when you see that. With no removal in hand. Yep, Galagreators is going to have some things to say, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and attack. I'm gonna gamble. I think this is I should just kill it, mind you. But I'm kind of curious. Like, if the opponent decided they were going to tap out, let's see what they choose. What do they choose here? Can I not see what's... Okay. Oh, they're choosing a treasure. Then maybe I really should have done that. Okay, that's not so bad. We can live with that. And I'm going to go ahead and spend my treasure and play this. So if something does happen to the scavenger, we can still block. We've got mana to back it up. Anyway, we have a removal in Bloodchief's Thirst. Fateful Absence, we can live with that. Opponent still has 3 mana. To do nothing with. We shall attack. Man, remember I was saying it was terrible we had all these Shambling Gas? Since we drew all these Deadly Disputes, it doesn't seem like it sucks so much. In the turn. I mean, they're getting to where they can just start attacking with Cave of the Frost Dragon, though. That's going to be a real problem. Return target creature card with mana 2 from a graveyard to the battlefield. That creature can't attack or block. That is super unfortunate. Okay, you get that duder back. I guess we'll go ahead and sack one of these. And just go ahead and get rid of the Galagreators. So we don't have to see that anymore. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Some other real things that fight. I'll go with this. The board gets swept for some reason. We won't be that upset. Seeing we can replay the underdog and we're at 20. And we will be attacking with probably everything next turn. Invoke Justice. My goodness. All right. Well, that thing comes in as like a 5/5 or whatever. You can put 4 counters on whatever you want, actually. Oh, you get to distribute 4 counters. That sucks. Okay. Seems good. Sure. I mean, or do we just want to block, and then just kill that? That seems like a bit of an aggressive attack, but yeah, okay, I'm down. That's neat insurance. Play a land. Attack. And now we can draw a card, and we've got Underdog and Meat Hook Masker. Like, this seems okay. I feel like we had a bad draw that found a way to recover itself. Here comes Gain. And an Aspirant. Alright. Well, it looks like we're going to be meat hooking for 3. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Neat. If we sack this, since it's going to die anyway, we can give this a -1 and just meat hook for 2. So let's do that. That works out. Meat hook for 2. So our creature's still a threat to hit for 4. Alright, and then we'll just run this out there. Alright, heavy gets the job done. I'm always a little leery when I don't have a single removal card in my opener, but, you know, sometimes you gotta take chances when you're playing the aggro deck. Okay, let's go Okiba Raid. I think I'm going to lead with the Tenacious Underdog, because there's a good chance they have spot removal or something. I'd rather just kill that. That's going to be handy later. How much of a sacrifice deck is this? Or is it a vampire deck? I mean, I feel like I'm supposed to just block here. And they have another one? Anvil. Okay. Sure. Let's attack. Oh, I can't attack there. Dang it. I forgot. Doesn't have haste. It has menace. And the play there would have been just meat hook for 1. But goofed it. Nixilis. Okay. Yep, that's a big deal. Because we would have got rid of the board.
Entire planes. One down the local. We'll see.
Yeah, that's fine.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah. We'll go after one of the Obnixili. I mean, obviously. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna meat hook anyway. This is just buying us some time, is all this is. For 1. Just to offset some of the ridiculousness that can happen to us. Okay. Man, a misclick last turn really just ate us alive here.
Lose everything.
We would have been able to keep the opponent off one of these Obnixilis, and like the whole thing would have been different.
Plead for mercy.
But now we're up against it. Tough times. Deadly Disputes, okay. What do we do here? I mean, I guess. Doesn't feel great. But sure. You know what? I'm just gonna move on. That mistake just ate us alive there. Alright, let's keep it. Alright. This is not the fastest situation we got, but we do have a removal card here, so we could, like, get in for one here. They can counter or kill this. We don't really mind. Neither, actually, as it looks like. Okay. Well, now the question is, are we going to get to resolve a heavy? I mean, Shakedown Heavy could be pretty strong here. Alright, we'll try one of them, which does resolve. Oh, man. Oh, man. I mean, is the opponent just setting up to try to dragon us or something? I mean, obviously, just give us a card. You're not taking 6 here. I'm saying, unless maybe there was a hard cast Demon Bolt or something in our future. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and play this. I'm gonna play this with the assumption that the opponent might decide they want to, like, burn down the house next turn. We'll still have Raid getting some damage in. Deluge, alright. And then we could either attack with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant or play a heavy. Either way. Or just attack with an underdog and get a card. That would be a thing too. Why is the opponent not doing anything? And why am I so unnerved by that? Definitely not activating Hive of the Eye Tyrant here. There's something too suspicious. Wow, do they really have nothing? This is unbelievable. I mean, okay. I mean, what? I mean, draw more cards, I guess. Sure. I guess maybe they're just going to try to combo off here. You got all the mana in the world. Farewell. Sure. You know what? I might actually... Well, it doesn't matter. They're getting... Oh, wait. They're just getting rid of creatures and enchantments? Not graveyards. Oh, they want to be able to cast that. Okay. Do we try to kill our Tenacious Underdog here? Or is that too greedy? I feel like I'm going to do it. Since they didn't choose Graveyard. If they would have chose Graveyards, they would have left it alone. But because they didn't, maybe there's a chance we get to do something with this. I mean, it's a little suspicious. Don't get me wrong. It is not a great play, but it's something. If they kill it, they kill it. We get a card anyway. I was gonna say, if they just bounce it, fine, it goes back to our hand. Alright. Expressive Iteration. Man, we want a Kiba gang so bad. Like, just that 1 point from the gang would be so good right now. Oh, you have no idea. That'd be so great. What are we looking to do here? Do we just body launder and shakedown heavy? All right. I mean, if they have another farewell, they have another farewell. Like, you know, at that point, they'll tap down enough that we can win with just our creature lands. I just didn't want to put the lands at risk with them having so many cards. Like, we lose our lands, and then we really don't have any backup plays. Though now I'm kind of regretting that we used it on this, because we could have just as well attacked with that the previous turn and got rid of the memory deluge. Which is probably what I should have done, honestly. Okay, they're going to Devious Cover up here. Alright. Wish I would have had something cheaper that would guarantee an attack next turn, but oh well. This is what we got. Come on, Akiba Reckoner Raid. That's what we're looking for. Reckoner Raid is all we need. Yeah, I said we go for it. Mostly because this also lets us pump up our Crawling Barons next turn, end of turn. I mean, they can activate their Hall of Storm Giants or whatever here. Okay. How much do we care about that?
Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people.
Interesting.
I am almost sad to see you go.
And then you have something to kill the underdog? Oh, Fading Hope. That seems mostly fine. Now the question is, do we just... Yeah, I guess we just do cast this. Ooh, wow, that resolved very quickly. I wonder if they just have, like, negates or something here. Alright. They're gonna make a knight. Cool. We have 2 ways to try to kill a knight, so that's good.
We must protect the people.
And they can't use this deluge, so that's good. Big score. Alright. Let's kill this while we have a chance. Or at least force them to spend mana now while they don't really want to. Okay, great. We can live with that. So now they only have 2 mana to work with here. Now, okay. That'll do it. Alright, y'all. So we got some games in. And I will tell you, there were several long games that also didn't make the video. Against several mid-rangey type decks, a couple of control type decks. And we were only about 50-50 in those. So just want to put that out there so you know. That all being said, I don't think you should probably be playing this deck. Now, I don't think the deck's terrible by any stretch, but it's really, realistically, you don't have a reason to play mono black. Like, usually if you're playing mono black aggro, there's like some really good, like 3 black thing or 2 or 3 things that like work with zombies or whatever, right, to encourage you to stay in black. But now, currently in standard, like putting this with green or really with almost any other color except for maybe blue if you're playing the aggro version of stuff, like you're just gonna be better off. There's just more choices and we have all the lands that allow it to happen. Now, if you just really like playing mono black aggro, ta-da, here's a version you can play. But I don't know. Now, as for changes, there's not a lot on the list I really want to change. Maybe cut a Blade of the Oni for another removal, or add in another Graveyard Trespasser. That's probably the most I would do with it. There's not a lot of room, I think, to move around, because you're having to play enough early things, plus removal, plus some stuff that lets you not die to sweepers and whatever, so you're kind of tight on what your choices are. But hey, at least it's still an option. Not saying it's a great one, but it is still one. I think you can still ladder with it. I think that's possible, but I think you're going to be in that like 52-54% range. Like, so you'll get there, you know, if you just have all the cards or whatever, go ahead and build it, but you're not going to race through the ladder with this like you can with some of the other aggro decks. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Lifebane Zombie. Yeah, this thing, it looks very unassuming. So this thing was highly intimidating when it was in standard. Not to be funny, since it has intimidate, but just being able to look at somebody's hand and take a green or a white creature, and when there were so many good ones at the time, man, this thing just made it so hard to place green and white. It really was a pain in the ass. But what's funny is this is the kind of an example of how sometimes when a card rotates, it just doesn't do anything, right? It's not good enough to live in the kind of like big world of kitchen table magic, and it's not efficient enough at what it does. It's really specialized, honestly. And there's just other things you want to play in the Eternal formats for competitive 60 cards. So it's a little tough. So you can pick these up for like 26 cents if you want to annoy some friends that happen to be playing those colors. But otherwise, yeah, just kind of more interesting in showing how a card could be so annoying and dominant and then immediately just not be a blip on the radar. Now, as always, you will be able to get today's deck list if you want it down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discords. So come on by, get deck help, say hello, all that good stuff. And if you would be so kind, please remember to check out the join button and support the channel. And then, as always, remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and choose all notifications so you don't miss a single video we have coming. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.